Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are picking up right where we left off last week with the Eeloo one, which, not surprisingly, is on its way to Eeloo. We had already flown by Jool, got a little bit of a bump, got a little bit of a correction here, and that's going to get us our Eeloo encounter in 26 years. It's going to take a little while, and I sort of told people at the end what I was going to do is I was going to time warp that 26 years away. I decided not to. I decided to just leave it exactly as the way it was at the end of last week, and instead I installed better burn time. I do have a mod installed. This is actually, it's not the only mod. I also have installed the ambient light mod just to help people see. I do that now with all my videos to make sure that people can see things reasonably okay if things are getting too dark. But better burn time will allow me to time warp much more quickly, so that will mean that I'm not sitting here for 20 minutes at maximum time warp for 26 years. So anyway, so that is one thing that has happened in the interim between this week and, or last week and this week. The other thing is, well, for people that have watched more than just a few of my streams, they are probably recognizing that if there is any constant to these streams, it's me making dumb mistakes and then trying to muddle my way to a successful conclusion to the mission anyway. And that trend has continued. In fact, this mistake goes back quite a long way. The thing is this mistake actually is going to end up working in my favor. I was looking at this craft and I happened to click on one of these back tanks back here, and it is full of oxidizer. And so is this one, and so is this one, even though these are nuclear engines and do not require oxidizer. On these other tanks, I have removed... Oh wait, that tank has oxidizer too. Oh my gosh, so my mistakes continue. So there's more oxidizer in that one. Okay, we'll get to that. And I went back to the VAB and I said, how did this happen? I don't understand. And I looked at this vessel when I had all its stages and its launch vehicle and everything. And in the VAB, that oxidizer was there. And I'm going to assume this oxidizer was as well. I just simply forgot to take it out. So that oxidizer is completely useless. The only engines that use any oxidizer are these itty-bitty ones, these thud engines that are here for the lander. They don't need that much oxidizer. In fact, there's already oxidizer in this vehicle here for it. So I'm going to just drain that, because one of the things I did do, let's aim our camera way down here. Where is that button? Aim the camera is I put on way down here a drain valve. At the beginning of last week's stream, I put on a drain valve that I didn't put on when I went out to Moho. And so I should be able to drain out all of this excess oxidizer. And so let's see how much this improves the Delta V situation, because right now I have a total of 7,571 meters per second of Delta V on this vessel, not including the ship here at the top. I'm going to see how much this goes up. And by the way, this mistake, I have to assume, goes all the way back months to when this vessel was first built to go to Moho. I've been carrying all this oxidizer around for no reason. Now, let's just first off start doing by draining some of this excess oxidizer, because all it is extra weight that I'll never use. I want to keep enough in here so that this thing can land. I tested it and I was able to land this lander on both Eeloo, and then without adding any more fuel, land it and bring it back up on Dres. And that's the plan. I still want to go to Dres with this thing. But what I think I will do is carry enough oxidizer to refill this again if I need to, in case that for some reason is not going to be enough. But the problem is, I put the drain valve onto the cockpit, and the only resource in the cockpit is monopropellant, and I don't want to drain the monopropellant, so I'm going to get one of my engineers. There, okay, Floris, you have been chosen. Floris is going to go out. Floris is going to do a little bit of Floris has propellant. Yep, it'd be a little late to notice that now. And what Floris is going to do is just simply move this. Thankfully, we do have now, where are the two? This one. The construction tools. She's got her handy dandy little laser welder now. And what we're going to do is, all you got to do is grab this, and we're just going to move it up to here. That's it. And she'll weld that. Go for it. Nice. All right, that's done. Good job. As far as construction goes, that was pretty easy. Now, when I start draining, this does provide thrust. So I might have to adapt this maneuver, this little correction here, once the thrust is taken care of. But, you know, one thing at a time. So let's see here. We're going to, well, this is going to take a little bit. Oh my gosh, let's aim the camera down here again. Let's aim the camera onto you. Pin that here. And we're going to drain the oxidizer. I want to make sure I don't drain anything. I think I can just drain the oxidizer separately, right? Let's put the tank here. Not use this tool too much. It may not work because this is turned off. Let's try that again. It's, oh, stop. Wait. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, this just toggles yes or no, and then I got to turn it on. Drain, go. Yes, we're going. You know what? I'm going to just turn off the SAS and let this thing tumble. The reaction wheels can't, and hopefully this won't be too bad. And it's just the oxidizer going down. All right, that's it. Okay. And if it tumbles in all kinds of different directions, hopefully eventually that will tumble in the direction I need. So what I need to do next is grab this tank, transfer the oxidizer over there. Oh, I have to take this off. Okay. That should work. And then just repeat that until I've gotten rid of all the oxidizer I want to get rid of. I do try to read the chat, but it's challenging. The latest I just looked over and saw. So it could screw up the maneuver. Yeah, it definitely could screw up the maneuver. I don't know you are... Okay. Anything else important in the chat? Okay. What do? I did that. Okay, now, you know what? Let's change this to locked. This will make it easier to deal with this tumbling craft. We'll fix the maneuver after. Okay, that's... You know what? Pin that guy up there. I need to, again, aim. Oh, wait, I can aim the camera here. There we go. And drain. Boop. Now we're going to spin around in a different direction. All right. Cool. Now we can go back and get this guy out. Now I got to be a little careful. Oh, wait, actually, stop. I got to be careful, and I think I'm not being careful. Put that back. I want to keep 2 of these full of oxidizer. I do need some for the landing, so let's make sure about that. All right, so I got... That guy's full of oxidizer. That guy is empty. That guy's full. No, okay, I'm messing this up. I can see that now. So let's move that into there. These guys have to now be kept for safekeeping. In. Why won't you go out? Why? Now I'm going. I don't understand that sometimes. Okay. The spinning's making you dizzy. Yeah, our Kerbals are hardy, though. They can hold up to it, so... so they can handle it, you can handle it. Okay, so I want to keep 2 of these Mark III tanks full of oxidizer. So that is that one. And that one. Okay, this one's empty. Yep, and now I got to go... and I've turned that off. Might as well. And there's another one here. Dun, dun. That one is full of oxidizer. So let's move that over. Oh, it's the same amount too. For goodness sakes. Okay, out. Oh, how much? Yeah, it was at 3,751 when I started this. It's now at 8,205. Getting rid of this extra mass. So we are gaining, which is, I guess, the whole point. Okay, I'm going to lose 2 more loads of this oxidizer. Here we go. Drain. There we go. I should be able to tell, actually. 1375, I want to get it down to twice that, which is 2750. Oh my god, I still got a lot to go. Okay, that's that. And there should be one around here somewhere. There we go. Out. And then we'll see how our encounter, if it's gotten messed up by all this. By keeping it spinning in randomly directions, I'm hoping that all of it's going to cancel each other out. That's the theory I'm going with. Okay. Okay. Drain. Thank goodness I put this drain valve on here, though. Of course, it would have been better not to have this oxidizer board in the first place, because I've been carrying it all the way. Okay, I think... No, there still should be more somewhere. Okay, there's got to be more somewhere. Where is there more? So, that... No... Oh, oxidizer up here. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, that kind of makes a little bit more sense. No oxidizer there. None there. None there. These two should be full. That's on purpose. None there. None there. None there. None there. None there. None there. Okay, we'll drain a couple more of these. Let's check up the middle stack. That's full on purpose. None there. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. Out. There's so much oxidizer aboard. Oh. Weird how that... Out. I find just hovering above this somehow unlocks that. I don't know why. Do I have RCS? Yes, I do. But I honestly think it's better letting it tumble because now the thrust that's being applied by this fuel valve is going off in all kinds of different directions. If I tried to hold the attitude, the thrust is always going to be in one direction, and then that's just going to create, that's going to mess up the maneuver for sure. I'm hoping this might not. Drain. Okay, I know I want 1750 when this is all said and done. And there's 30. Oh my gosh. Still a lot of oxidizer aboard. Okay, so there's oxidizer there. Okay, that's down the middle stack. Let's get into here. Out. Out. These are small, but let's get rid of them anyway. Out. Out. Damn you. Okay, and none in there. None in there, none in there, none in there. And I'm sure it's the same on this side. Out. Out again. Out. And I think I am ready for my last drain here. Drain. So yeah, we start. I'm starting to forget. It was 7,500 and something. I think it's now over 9,000. I think I'm done now though. Yes, 7,250. Good. So I do have enough oxidizer here. Let's put on. Let's try and stop the tumbling, and then we'll take a look at our... So I got oxidizer here, and then I got another oxidizer can here, which I'm going to now pump up. It's not going to let me. There it goes. Pump up here to the lander. I want to make sure the lander has oxidizer. And then that should be it. Put on RCS here, see if that can... The problem is there's only RCS up here at the top. Oh, I turned off all of the attitude control for the RCS, so that's not going to do anything. I only have RCS for lateral control. Okay, that's it. So I got enough oxidizer to this is now fully filled the lander, and I got enough oxidizer to fill it up again. And hopefully I've not forgotten anything. Okay, let's get out of this view. I still got my Eeloo encounter. So that ain't too terrible. That's Jool. Come on. Focus view. Okay. So I probably just have to tweak this just a little bit. So it didn't mess things up too bad. In fact, really, considering this is 26 years in the future, oh, I'm not changing a thing. I don't think it messed it up at all. Oh, probably the maneuver was fixing it as it went. Maneuvers tend to do that. That if you're messing things up, it's adjusting itself to keep the resulting trajectory the same. Okay, we're going to go for it. So I'm going to do this thing. Oh, you know what I can do? Just time warp. There we go. Spinning stopped. Is set up an alarm. Create an alarm for this maneuver. And give me 15 minutes warning. Add that alarm. So that alarm's coming up in 253 days. And we will do a quick save because I don't trust myself. And now I can open up better, what is it, better maneuver nodes or whatever it's called. And I found this 5 warp works. There's all kinds of things in here. But the 5 warp gives you an 1,000,000 times option. So now if I come out to here, we're going to do this maneuver here. So I should have now an extra, yes, so now I have 1,000,000 times. What a difference that makes. We're coming in here towards our maneuver. Center this back on ours. There we are, back close to Kerbin again. Yeah, so what's my delta V now? 8,730. I thought it was over 9,000 there at some point. Oh, I wonder how that happened. I don't know. I'll have to look closely at the replay of that. Now let's time warp till we're really close. I don't have to be right on the 8 seconds. I know it's not that close, but... Oh, okay. On the maneuver node, I stopped. It doesn't have to be exact to the second. We're going to have to wait for this ship to slowly make its way over to the maneuver. An extra set of reaction wheels on it. The only reaction wheels on this thing... Oh, here, let's take the view and put it in orbital. There we go. The only reaction wheels are these guys in the middle and what's in the cockpit up here. I could have put an extra pair of these. I bet you that would have made a big difference. Okay. And I want to focus on Eeloo, so we can really watch this. So this is only an 18 meter per second burn, so we're just about on it. Let's punch it. There was a bit of a lag. That was weird. Okay, slow down. Try and do this as precisely as I can. I still do not see. Where are we? A little RCS maybe? Let's get rid of this. A few puffs with RCS might do it. Oh, I think I know why. I think it's showing my... Yeah. This is in 14 years. When's this encounter? 25? Okay, why? What happened there? Oh, weird. Okay, I'm being told that the I'm getting weird time delta V changes while I'm time warping. I think I also got... Oh, wow. I'm going to put this maneuver back. So I'm getting something strange happening. I should have a maneuver... Wow. I don't understand what happened to my encounter there. I think something strange happened. Let's put another maneuver right here, right in front of us. Whoops. I think I just grabbed the... I find sometimes that time warping, for whatever reason, messes stuff up. Okay, RCS off. Set that as a target. Let's see if we can get this encounter back. Gonna get it so it's really close to being in front of us here. Whoops, I went too far. Okay. Okay, let's see here if I can figure out what happened. Okay, that's getting in closer. A little bit of prograde. There's no way I messed it up that badly, though. Whatever, we'll fix this. Okay, there's our encounter once again. Focus that view. Tweak this once again. I'm convinced the time warping demons got me. Oh, that's way too much of a change. Wow. Get this just as close to Eeloo as I can. That's pretty good. Okay. And we're going to put that onto the maneuver node. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, there is a second maneuver that's being pointed out. And the second maneuver that's up here is this one is a dummy maneuver. And that maneuver is just going ahead a few orbits to get this, because we're going to have to go around the sun a few times before we get our Eeloo encounter. So that's what this is about. It's got no delta V. Oh, wait a minute. Does it have delta V in it? Did the game mess me up? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this burn, the second maneuver. Do this again. I don't have to wait for this 8 minutes. Let's just do it. When you're interplanetary, like, the time scales are just not that important. Like, you're not down to minutes worrying about things. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. All right, now I have me an encounter. And I think I'm going to live with that. Okay, so we do have an encounter. I'm going to do a quick save so I know I can get back to here. And now we're going to have to go, like, again, this is 25, almost 26 years into the future. So now we're going to have to do some major time warping. And it seems to be the time warping that really kind of messes it up. Which, I don't know what, oh well. Anyway, we're going to do our best. So, we're going to add an alarm, create an alarm for, we'll stop at this maneuver over here. Even though it's not doing anything, but that seems like a good place to stop. So that maneuver is coming up in 14 years. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, let's watch this and see how it works. So what should be happening is we're going to have to go around a couple of times, but by the time we come back to here, we should be encountering Eeloo. Let's see. The Kraken works, and again, quick save. Quick save's my friend. Okay, 1. Of course, I am doing this time warp mod. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I do not. See, that's the maximum time warp in stock. And there's just no way I'm going to wait for us to go around a few times. Like, just no way. So I'm going to go to 1,000,000. I still see my encounter up here, so that's good. Boy, I could even go one more, but I think I'm going to just go with it. For some reason, the maneuver node, you gain 10 meters. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh, when I did the maneuver node, I gained delta V. I'm going to stop. That's a little bit concerning, but I'm going to have to ignore this because it doesn't seem to be behaving in any kind of rational way. So here we are, way out past Eeloo's orbit. Gonna have to go around a couple times. This gives me an opportunity to read thoroughly what's going on in the chat and find out how people's days are going. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the sort of thing, Eeloo moves too slow, like trying to get... I really should have, in hindsight. I gained so little from my Jool flyby. Maybe like I saved 100 or 200 meters per second doing the Jool flyby, that all I did was add on complexity. I really should have just gone straight for Eeloo. That would have simplified all of this a bazillion times. Wow, I can see that we are going to be... like, Eeloo's already gone around. It's got to go around one more time. An entire Eeloo orbit. Oh my gosh. Gain delta V by burning fuel. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Oh, that could be it. My moving oxidizer around. I moved oxidizer from places that... That makes sense why this is changing in a funny way. Because there's oxidizer up there in the lander, and previously that oxidizer was down there with the nerve engines where it was doing nothing but adding weight. But now that the oxidizer is up there with the lander, it might actually be contributing to this delta V number. So that could make some sense. Am I going to have to go around one more time? I really think I am. I can still see my encounter with Eeloo. Oh, no, we're coming to a stop. So how on earth is this working? I guess we must be going really slow up here. Yeah. Okay, we're coming to a stop. And what I really want is that Eeloo periapsis. I don't want to lose that. There's 426 days in a Kerbal year, Glenn. Okay, that's that done. I can now delete that maneuver, which was doing nothing. And I should still have this intercept. I do, and now it's on this orbit a mere 11 years into the future now. But I should be encountering it on this turnaround. Is Eeloo going to go all the way around to here while we're lounging out here? Maybe. Okay, let's add an alarm. So this is for the SOI change. And I'm going to give myself like 6 days of warn time. That's coming up in 11 years. I'm going to then do a quick save. And now we're going to time warp again up to 1,000,000 times speed. And then hopefully we be at Eeloo. That's the idea. It doesn't feel like Eeloo's going to be here by the time. It looks like we're going to get there first. So I'm a little bit... Do we have to go around one more time? But I'm not sure that makes sense. Are we... Yeah. What's the period of our orbit? Our period of our orbit is 6 years. Yeah, we're going to go around one more time. Okay, we're going around one more time. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's making sense. Now this is making more sense. I'm just kind of surprised it showed this encounter even though it was on the next orbit. But whatever, I don't care. We're getting to Eeloo. We'll get there. Yeah. And the next time the plan again with this stream, not today, but maybe this stream and the next stream, I should be landing on Eeloo today. I don't see why that's going to be, well, I got a wooden desk, so I'm knocking on wood there. But I do want to get to Dres too. And that's going to knock off 2 of the more flags off of here, bringing me up to a total of 9. And that will leave just the Jool system. And I am planning on using this vessel. Oh, the Jool system and Eve. I keep wanting to forget Eve. But that should be... I plan on using this craft once again on Jool. I'm going to make sure that this oxidizer nonsense is all worked out. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes, here it comes. It's actually seemed to be behaving pretty good. Well, you're very welcome there for Lex. I guess I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. For Lex is thanking me for the content. Oh, we are in. Oh, shoot. I just realized I should have really... Oh, my gosh. You rockhead. Okay, I might have to live with this. I should have been adjusting my approach to Eeloo. I got too carried away. Okay, can I? Ah! Okay, maybe we can make this work. Let's see. Maybe it's not so bad. Can't even see. I meant to adjust this process when I was way out here, or this approach to Eeloo, and I completely forgot. Now, would it be best to take off retrograde at this point? It might still work because Eeloo's so small. I'm going to experiment with seeing if I can drop to Eeloo. There goes my periapsis. Oh, this is not an efficient way to do this. Not in the least. Can we see Eeloo? There's finally seeing Eeloo. So I'm going to experiment with what this is going to cost me. Now, to be honest, after this, the capture is going to be so small. Oh, I might have just... In fact, I'm already getting the capture. So this is about 22.57. But I might not be... It might be okay. Am I better off? Just humor me for just a little bit. Am I better off trying this with the radial? So that was 22.59. I doubt it, to be honest, but we'll try. If I go radially in, here this way, just do it this way. I'm adjusting my trajectory to get close in. It was 22.59 with that. That was just a dumb, oh, I'm on the wrong side. This might be cheaper. This might be a cheaper way to do it. Because this is only 928 meters per second. Coming in here above. And then if I try and get the capture on this one. I'm just trying to get a rough cost estimate on this. If I'm better off just doing a pure retrograde burn now or trying to get, so that's 925 meters per second out here, which should be nothing. I was just dumb. Oh, it's about the same. You know what? Here, screw it. Screw it, screw it, screw it. Let's get rid of this maneuver. For whatever reason, it's not letting me select it. Delete. 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 I'm going to burn retrograde just right now. Oh my gosh, what a dummy. You know, I was really tempted to time warp to when I was back here, because I did do a quick save back here, because that would have been the sensible place to have made a correction so that I'm not this stupidly far from Eeloo. Maybe it's better to do the... It's not going to be much of a difference. Let's do it now. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Like this, but I was really tempted to quick save back, revert back to here, do this correction and try again. But you know what? No, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to live with this stupidity. I revert too many times. And here, we're going to just burn retrograde right now. Why is this increasing? This makes no sense. Why would that increase? Why would that increase? Retrograde should decrease this. Oh my gosh, something's really... That's what I want. Like that. Okay, let's just... oh, I'm not... Yeah, I am retrograde. Okay. Just punch it. We'll live with it. Well, I'm hoping it'll start to decrease soon. Are you using McJeb? No, I don't use McJeb. I prefer it, and that should be obvious with the situation that I'm in right now. I am owning my stupidity, and I'm doing this. Okay, we're gonna do some physics warping. So this is the least efficient capture you will ever see. Doing its way out here. You sure you ain't pointing prograde? I am pointing retrograde. Like, according to... I'm on the little retrograde dingy dong. I hope this is control from here. Nope. No. I am decreasing my velocity, so I'm definitely pointing retrograde, and it's taking this off this retrograde burn. A little bit of oscillating happening here, too. Yeah, I think it's just some sort of wacky thing that's happening here, why this is actually increasing. I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it. Hello there, Kai. Welcome. And yeah, so this needs to just come down to here, and then we're gonna have to do, well, a whole lot of fixing. There'll be a whole lot of fixing. Oh my gosh. The one thing that's a bit of a saving grace in all of this is that Eeloo's gravity is really small. So I am not... Well, I am losing some, but I'm not losing a crazy amount by not taking advantage of Eeloo's gravity. So slowing myself down here rather than near Eeloo, I think is not that big of a disaster. I do hate how this is still going up. But I'm assuming that it will start going down soon. It might be just because I'm slowing down that the periapsis is actually coming. I don't know. I can't make it. I don't. Let's not guess. But it should start to come down pretty soon here. Oh my gosh, it's hard to believe I'm on. Let's go to another physics warp here. We're at 4 times speed. I could use better time warp to do more physics warping, but even the mod itself on the forum says, yeah, you might not want to do that. Oh my golly. This might not be too terrible, because the one thing that it is doing is I would have had a tough time doing this mammoth burn just nearby Eeloo. So now that's going to remove that whole problem. Hey, it's going down! Periapsis is now going down. But I recall when I was making the maneuver here that I'm kind of really not using, that I noticed that it got a lot of action just towards the tail end. That it felt like you weren't doing too much, and then all of a sudden it's just going to go right down there. So I will make sure to really slow down on this. Still got, what is this, 6,800 meters per second left in the whole vehicle. And I did a little bit of a calculation, a very sketchy back of the envelope type of deal, where I figured that if I have still 3,370 meters per second left in this vehicle after I've gotten off of Eeloo and docked with the ship again, that should be enough. Here, I'm going to take the time warp off. I'm getting nervous. That should be enough to get to Dres. So hopefully we're still okay. Wow. I know. Is it starting to curve? I think it might be starting to curve. I think I am starting to see a noticeable bend in this trajectory. We should be starting to see quite a bit of action soon. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh my gosh. Worst capture ever. Here it comes. I'm reducing my throttle. And what I want to do is we zoom in here. I want to get this down, I don't know, maybe about 20 kilometers. Like really low. Much lower than what this maneuver is showing. You can see I'm coming in almost in a polar orbit. I don't want to do that either, but one thing at a time. We'll make that plane change in a little bit. That plane change should not be expensive. Maybe 50. I'm going to go for 50. And since I'm pulling these numbers out of my back end, there's no... Get rid of that. No, I wasn't paying. There we go. We're in an orbit, right? Nobody can say this isn't an orbit. It's an orbit. So what I'm going to do now, it shouldn't be much to bring this right down, because I think we've already done most of all of our nonsense. So I want to bring this down a little bit more. Whoops. Why are you doing that? And then we're going to make a plane change out here. So there. Up this a bit. There we go. Okay, now how far until we get to this? You know what? I've been out here for like 36 years. Why do I worry about another 183 days? Let's get it closer. 180 days. 181 days. There we go. So I'm going to do this burn here. It's only 20 meters per second. We'll make a plane change out here. And then, yeah, you know, then we're going to think about a landing. Getting it all the way down to low orbit. And then we'll think about a landing. So, once again, we got absolutely no connection with mission control, because I took this vessel that went to Moho and never changed its antenna. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, let's set an alarm up. And this is going to be for that maneuver. And give me a good 15 minutes warning. Add that alarm. And quick save. I always quick save before time. Well, now, Eeloo should be coming at us from out here. I think we're still so far you can't even see it. Oh, our speed was so low. Our speed was single digits. There's Eeloo, way down there. We're coming for you, Eeloo. Like, look at our orbital velocity here. We're only at 150 meters per second. Oh my gosh. Hello, Eeloo. We're coming at you in a very unorthodox way. All right. We'll slap that onto, delete that. Slap that onto the maneuver node. Burn still 15 minutes, only 6-second burn. Bring down that apoapsis to something reasonable. Get ourselves a little closer. And suddenly now the timing of this does matter. So it shouldn't be a complete Nimrod with my time warping. Okay. Let's let it find that vector. Look at nice. Eeloo. Hi, Eeloo. What level? We're up to level 3 now. Level 3, these people started at level 0 at the beginning of this. They'd never done anything before, and we're firing them off to Eeloo. Okay. All right. Get a little closer. And this only being a 6-second burn, what I'm going to do, so I think I'll have more control over everything, is I'm going to wait till I'm 6 seconds ahead of when I should start, and then I'm going to go to half throttle. So I'll take 12 seconds to do the burn. Okay, so 7 and go. Good enough. I don't know why I don't get the little checkmarky deal there. Weird. It's like, I don't know. I'm getting weirdness. I can delete it that way. Didn't give me the little, oh, now it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so there we go. There's our capture. So now what I want to do is get this into an equatorial orbit to facilitate our landing and also to facilitate our return back to, so I'm to... come here. Our return back to... hopefully Kerbin at some point. Going back sunward, as it were. So what I want to do is start... Now, which way do you think? If I am at 94, so I think I got to go anti-normal. Is that making me sense? Oh my. There. Yeah, that's making it go the right way. That. Stop it with the alarms. Okay, and then I need to bring... I'm going to do this all from the widget. I think I have more luck with that. And then we need to bring our periapsis back down too. Whoa, that was scales way too high. Okay, how are we doing for inclination? Inclination lower. Yeah, we'll just do this by clickies. Periapsis lower. Oh, I need to come back this way. I'm looking at the wrong periapsis too. Ah, yeah, we're hitting. That's a hit. It's a little bit off of this. There's our periapsis. I want that to be around 20. That's the idea. And an inclination as close to 0 as I can. Now I can see I'm not quite getting 0 because I don't think... No, I can see this needs to be further into the future. Oh, that's the other way. That might be better. You got to be right at the equatorial ascending node, and there's really no good way to see in stock whether you're there or not. But you can tell if you can't get your inclination down to 0, that's because you're not there yet. This way. Get the inclination right. Oh my golly. You know what? I can just get it good enough and then we can tweak it some more after this burn rather than try and do it all in one burn because I can see I'm getting myself into a... There we go. That gets more of that happening. Problem is with such a big change as this, you end up... The normal and the normal, anti-normal, and prograde, retrograde kind of switch roles is really kind of what's going on here. So that gets confusing. I think I'm going to live with what I got. I think is what I'm going to do. So this is 1.5 degrees. We can make a teeny tiny little change after this. And it's probably just because this isn't in the exact right spot, but I honestly don't care. I don't have 0 level Kerbals. I have a level 3 pilot. They do have a science lab aboard, so I could level up the Kerbals legitimately, but what I did do is I set it in the settings of this game that every time... Oh, that maneuver can go away. Oh, maybe that's what was confusing me. Sorry. Let me set this alarm up. So I set it in the settings so that they level up automatically because I knew I was going to be starting with level 0. Every mission I've been doing in this series has been... Every mission I've done in this series has been starting with brand new Kerbals, 0 level Kerbals. So I wanted them to level up as the mission progressed. I didn't want to have level 0s all the time. So they're not level 0s anymore. He's a level 3, but he started level 0. But that was, of course, 36 years ago. Realizing now, too, I should have kept this apoapsis out further. Would have made this plane change cheaper, but oh well. Because it only took hours to get out to here rather than days, which is a nice change of pace. So this is a 45-second burn to get our inclination down to about, oh, it's not going to say, to about 1.5 degrees, I think it was. And then to get our periapsis down to 20, which is kind of incidental. Okay. Just watching my time here. I don't want to overtime warp this. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to watch it from here. Just watch the data here. Starting to get. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okie doke. Oh, someone's working out what this is in Earth years. Like I said, I could have saved myself a ton of time by just going directly to Eeloo rather than that stupid Jool assist. But I had it in my head I was going to do a Jool assist. It was a really dumb idea. I should have just come straight here. It would still be years in the future, but not 36 years into the future. Okay, so watching my periapsis here, which is now negative. That's obviously not the plan. Okay, start slowing down. And I'm just looking at my I'm going to get my periapsis to 20, and then I'll fix everything else later. Okay, so how are we doing? $19.20. Okay, good enough. So now we're in this close to equatorial elliptical orbit. I want to bring it down to 0. You know what I should do? Yeah, I think I'm going to see if I can fix everything here. So I'm going to put a maneuver here. This is going to be a circularization McJob. Get that apoapsis down to 20 by 20. Now I'm going to see if I can fix my inclination at the same time. I'm not convinced I can, but I'm going to try. I wish the game would show you where the equatorial ascending and descending nodes are. Yeah, but it doesn't. So if you're around Kerbin, it's easy to set the moon as a target, and that shows you where they are because the moon's in an equatorial orbit. But unfortunately, I don't have that option. So what I want to do is I want to get this inclination down. That's going the wrong way. And that's going. So that's not going to help me. Okay, so this would be... Damn. So I got to get the inclination down first. Gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to just guess at where that ascending node is. Oh, that's bringing it down. Okay. Let's go in little baby steps. Oh, it's bringing it up. Bringing it down. Okay, so I can only get it down to 0.8 degrees, so that tells me I'm not quite in the right spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move, if you're going to let me. There we go. I'm going to move this. See if I can get... that makes it worse. That makes it... Let's see. Can I do it here? Can I get it down further? No. Oh, that's better. So I'm closer to where the ascending node is, or the descending node. I'm going anti-normal, so it is a descending node. No, ascending node. Oh my gosh. It really will... I really want to get this down to 0 because I know the auto maneuver maker thing really does prefer you to be in an equatorial orbit exactly. Everything is so McFlaky. Okay, I want to make sure I hadn't, in all my moving it around, didn't put in a accidental. Okay, that makes it worse. Just want to move you, like here. I'm looking for this number to be 0. It's 0.1 degrees. I should live with it, but now I'm getting... Now it's personal. If I'm out here more. It's got to be in around here. You know what? I should just live with the 0.1. Get it back to 0.1. Zero! The longitude of the ascending node, yes, it does say where the ascending node is, but the number's not particularly useful, at least as far as I can tell, because it's talking about the longitude of the celestial sphere. So if all of a sudden the longitude of the ascending node is like, say, 158 degrees, I don't know where the heck 158 degrees is on that orbit, so we're just going to live with it. I'm going to do this. This is my little burn. I'm going to do it. Again, create an alarm. Give me 3 minutes warning for maneuver. Okay. Where's Eeloo? Time warp into Eeloo. So this is to get my inclination right down to 0. That was a pain. I didn't enjoy that. Yeah. No, this is an ascending node because I'm burning southwards. So, okay, and this is only a 3-second burn, and then we'll circularize at 20 kilometers, and then we're going to go for our landing. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah. Easy peasy. Get this done before the stream is over. Get to update the flag counter. How exciting is that? Okay, getting ready to do the burn here. And 2 and go. About half throttle. It's not a long burn. And again, I'm more watching that inclination 0 there rather than the maneuver. Inclination is now 0. And now I'm going to do finish off the rest of the capture. It would have been nice to combine it together, but the periapsis just wasn't at where the ascending node was. So what you gonna do? Not much is what I say you're going to do. So this is just to get it to be 20 by 20. And hopefully all of this silliness didn't mess up. That's good enough. Didn't mess up my ability to go to Dres. That would be disappointing. Okay, again, okay, I'm gonna time warp. Let's just start doing this manual like. Hello, Eeloo. And this is all the stuff I don't normally do in my own personal games. Where I really am more about There it goes. I spend almost all my time in my normal games just being around Kerbin and building ships that can fly around and building up infrastructure and space stations and all that kind of stuff. I find that stuff far more enjoyable than going interplanetary. Interplanetary is just bigger, but it's not that different, really. All right. But it is cool being at Eeloo. All right, 50 seconds to the burn. This is a 1 minute and 9 second burn this time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. It's time to start thinking about a landing spot. Have I finished the tech tree? Yes, the tech tree got finished a long time ago. The tech tree, it really should have gotten finished on my mission to Duna, but I just missed some stuff and forgot to put a science lab on that vessel. But I easily finished it on my way to Moho. By the way, this is only, I don't know what mission I'm on in this whole thing. Like, if you count up the number of missions I did, maybe this is mission 8 or 9? Something like that. Like, since starting from 0 on the tech tree. It's not a lot of missions. Should really start thinking. I did, my first mission was just your normal goofy thing, and then I went to orbit. Then I think I flew by the moon. So that's 3. Then I think I landed on the moon, so that's 4. Mimus was 5. Gilly was 6. Duna and Ike were 7. Moho was 8, so this is mission 9, unless I'm missing count. This is mission 9. So it's not like I've done a lot. I've not done really much in the way of, like, grinding in this game to finish the tech tree. Okay, there we go. 20 by 20, or darn close enough. Yeah, we got to think about getting down. Now, I guess we'll land on the sunlit side. I don't know Eeloo. You know, I don't think I have ever landed on Eeloo before. Ever. Ever. I mean, ever. I've played this game for a decade. I think I can remember once putting a probe around Eeloo. Okay, let's detach and start thinking about stuff. So this is full. And that is fullish of monopropellant. And I think my Kerbals are all aboard. They should all be in there. I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't think yeah, they're all in there. I've not moved them to give them more. They have more comfy space back there, but I never moved them. I don't think there's anything for me to do other than to undock and get my bones down there. So, yeah, let's do it. So we're going to undock. SAS on. Move away. There it is. This is my lander. It ain't much, that's for sure. Okay. It was, for people that missed the first stream to this, the one that came before this, it was a it was the front half of a space plane. I left the back half in orbit about Kerbin. Okay, where am I going to land? I can't tell if things are flat or not. You know what? This looks flat. Right here. Right here. This is where we're going to land. Right here. So I'm going to start my descent burn about there. So let's do a bit of a avoidance maneuver here. So to do an avoidance maneuver, you do half an orbit. I'm not quite half an orbit, but you do half an orbit before you are planning on doing your descent, and then you burn in the opposite direction just a little bit. That's it. That's all you got to do. And so what that means is I'm going to be, I will be slowing down, and I'll end up, you'll see how it works, unless I'm doing this all backwards, but I think I'm right. I won't end up hitting my own service module is really what that's about. So I'm going to go for a landing like in this area. And I don't know what I'm in for. I should do a quick save. And I'm going to go about a third quarter-ish of an orbit. I think this thing has so much delta V. I'm going to... Actually, it's not true. I did practice this. Now I'm remembering. I'm lying when I said I've never landed on Eeloo because I did use the cheap menu to put this thing around Eeloo just to make sure that it can do it. Okay, I'm going to just, first of all, check. I shouldn't be burning into my own craft. Nope, see, it's way, way away. And I'm just going to, I don't know, do this. Oh, I don't have engines yet. Engines. There we go. We're going to go right for in this little section here. That's the idea. That seems okay for now. Let's see how that works. I'm nervous. I'll admit it. Okay, let's descend our landing gear. Boy, everything takes 2 hits. Gear. Gear's not going. Why is the gear not going? What's on my... Sorry, I gotta figure this out. Why is my gear not going when I hit landing gear? Action groups. Edit action groups. Oh, it isn't on that. That's right. Oh, yes. I'll show you what was happening. Landing gear is this. Remember, this was the front half of the space plane. Let's put that away. I think I put it on 3. There it is. Oh my gosh, my life. Okay, let's put this on here. Let's switch this to free. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am giving myself permission to revert if this all goes terribly, terribly wrong. Because I don't want to end a stream. Again, I'm going for a here. So we can get a lot closer. I don't want to end a stream on a disaster. And if I see terrain below me that looks inviting, I'm going to go for it. So my goal was to get over this fissure that's coming up here and in this zone here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We're going pretty fast, so I'm definitely going to have to do some major slowing down here. These are at full throttle. Yep. Start losing my... I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm still over 4 kilometers above the surface, so this is not a high efficiency maneuver. I think I'm just going to drop it straight down. I got lots and lots of delta V in this thing, and in fact, using up fuel will aid me on my way home. I have more fuel than I need, so there's every reason to do this in a non-efficient way. Okay. Just completely knocking off and the horizontal speed. And I'm just going to push this this retrograde vector right up to the top. And there, we are dropping straight downwards now. Somebody's asking me, how do I expect to get out other planets with Kerbalism? I've really not put any thought into that. My Kerbalism series has not advanced that far to really be thinking. It's really... Well, here, I'm going to slow down. Just got to make sure they got the life support necessary and the radiation shielding, really. Okay, slow down. Okay, we're good. Oh, wait, I'm really coming right down. Let's put the cap lock on. Just about there. Let's just put this on here. Oh my gosh. I'm being too cautious. There we go. How cautious is this? And feather touch, and don't you even think of falling over. I think I'm sliding on the ice a little bit. I think we're there. I think we're down. We got to put a flag down. I think 2 gets the ladder. So 2. And we'll take our scientist. Where's our scientist here? It's going to be Sean S. Kerman. Now, this, because they come out sideways and then I got to try and get the ladder, this could be not very graceful. There's a very good chance there will be very little grace involved in this getting off the ladder business. But I shall do my best. You got to go like this. And then you got to let go and grab again. So we're going to let go and grab. Oh, no. Yes. Yeah, no. Yes. Got to go on. Okay, yeah. Doing it on a cocky angle, but we're down. Yeah. On Moho, we tumbled and landed on our head. But here, we are here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So this is flag number 8, right? That thing's moving, isn't it? Something's moving. Okay, let's plant the flag. We are sliding away. I can see that. Okay, this is flag 8. My cap lock is still on. Flag number 8. And I got to get back. My ship is sliding. My ship is sliding away. Okay, let's just get back to the ship. I'm going to mess around. The ship is sliding away. I'm not going to get everybody out. We're not going to do the photo op. We're going to get the job done and get the heck out of here. Okay, but that is a flag on Eeloo. It doesn't officially count until I get them home, but I will upgrade the counter once these guys aren't sliding away on me and making me nervous. Bored. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of the ladder. And let's do this. So we got to get back to our... Actually, let's update the counter. Update the counter. It is 8. That should be it. I'm assuming that says 8 now. Let me check. Yes! Okay. Switching windows. Oh, I need 4. Okay, here's our target. So let's set that as a target. You know what we're going to do? Let's just get up there now. Let's do this. I don't want to spend any more time than I have to down here. So we're going to go to the east. We're going to go to a 10-kilometer orbit. So, yeah, let's just punch it. So, up we go. Up, 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 up. Pitching over to the east. East turns out to be this way. Oh. I'm on target. And we're going to go to a 10-kilometer orbit. So we're going to be in an orbit below. I'm hoping... Oh, I just did the gear again. There's the most useless landing gear ever. Gear. Put that back. Go away. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping 10 kilometers is enough to... Eeloo looks pretty flat. Really, doesn't it? I think it does. All right. Hello, Dan. Glad you're here. Okay, so Eeloo has been conquered. What's left to see is, can we get this monster to Dres? And get these Kerbals home, because none of this counts if Kerbals don't go home. Okay, well. Just gonna get our orbit here. Left that a little late. Lockdown prograde. Okay. And then get back to our ship and dock and hopefully... Oh, I overdid that. That was... Oh, that's okay. Remember I said I want to use up fuel anyway? Let's come back. That's better. Okay. So that's a 10 by 10. And now we got to facilitate ourselves a rendezvous I realize I should have put the ship into a higher orbit, but how well. Might have to go around a couple of times. I think I will have to go around a couple times. Yeah, that's too much. Come back. Okay, here we go. We're getting close now. Let's see. Get the timing of this. We're about a 700 meter separation, and well, I saw 100 meters. That is certainly good enough. But that burn's coming up in, what do we got, 56 minutes? I think I'm okay in a 10-kilometer orbit, right? I think I'm okay. Just in case I'm not, I'm going to quick save. And we're going to time warp to that, so... Oh, we're going this way. Zipping around Eeloo. Just didn't want to spend any more time on the surface of Eeloo than I had to. I might do this burn with RCS. Just noticing how small it is. Oh, maybe not. We'll just nerf the thrust. Okay, about a minute from the burn. Let's turn the thrust limiter down to like 25. Where's the other one? 25. What does that do for the burn time? Now it's 1 second. Okay, 10. 10. Now it's 2 seconds. Okay, fine. Maybe I should be doing this with RCS. Whatever. You know, I'm going to pin these over here so I don't forget to turn them back up again. Okay, we are totally pointing the wrong way. Pointing the right way would always be a good plan. Okay. All right, and I'm just gonna start about now, but just not go to full throttle. And let's see. Oh, don't have my close approach information there. Let's just do this with RCS. See if we can. Okay, I saw it. 63 meters, 163 meters, sorry. There we go. That is fine. We're going to be there in 17 minutes. Here, let's put the thrust limiters back up on this, because last thing I want to happen is be on my, just about to touch down on Dres and realize that thrust limiter is still at 10%. And we should be getting the ship coming up from above us, right? Or something? Where's my ship? Oh, there it is. Okay, put that on target. Retrograde. Coming up from underneath. Just want to close in this distance a little more. There we go. 32 meter separation now. We'll get close and we'll have to find that docking port. Only a 6 meter per second approach speed, so we're not like low gravity worlds. Hello there, Kugelpan, sir. Welcome. All right, about a minute away. Okay, about 45 seconds away. Let's start. Oh, it looks like I'm coming right in on the docking port. That's great. Okay. So let's switch over to here, grab the docking port, switch back, set that as a target. Look at that, coming straight at the docking port. That is most awesome. Like I planned it, but I didn't. Okay. Let's see here if I can... I don't know what orientation I should keep this in. Let's keep it in the orientation it's in. Oh, we can rotate with the docking port. Okay, let's... RCS... slow down here. Let's switch to this. Come here, where are you? Control from here. There we go. Doing this now with the nav ball and using my eyes to kind of guesstimate how when the docking ports are kind of aligned. I can see that's now wrong. Go back this way. This way. There we go. You want to get all the icons on there to line up. I'm trying to frantically go in the right direction while keeping the... Oh my gosh, not exactly... How am I doing here? I guess close enough. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's shut down these engines. And shut down this engine. And how does it look as far as control from here before I forget to do that? And how does this look? You know what? I'm going to live with it. We're not going to rotate anything. I think it looks pretty good. So by this thing, which I do not trust in any way. Oh, whoa, this is wrong. I can already see this. I put these engines on that stage there. This says I got 7,116 meters per second. I don't think I trust it, but by the same token, that should be enough. It should be a lot to get ourselves to Dres. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use Jool again to give us a kick down into the lower part of the solar system, get down to Dres, and then do this again on Dres. That's the whole plan, and then knock off another flag. So this isn't going to all happen this stream, but I certainly hope it will happen by the end of next stream and get them back. Okay, so I'm going to use this maneuver tool. We're going to select Jool as our target. And you're going to do a nice job for me, aren't you, to make a maneuver for me. It made a maneuver. It's in 65 years' time. That can't be right. 65 years? That's ridiculous. 65 years? I guess that could be right, because both Jool and Eeloo... Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you don't mind. 65 more years onto our mission time. We're only at 59 so far. We're on year 60. Okay, so this is going to be a long time. Oh, that's when we get there. We start the burn in 5 years. That kind of makes some sense too. Yeah, it does. Okay, so let's take a look at how this is getting our Jool encounter, because I can see that we're hitting Jool and then it's kicking us out in this crazy orbit, which obviously I don't want to do. I actually want to cut down to Dres's orbit. So we're going to do a little bit of tweaking. Get by Jool again. Let's pick the maneuver. And let's see. If I start playing, it shouldn't be many... Oh, that was already too much. I already lost it? Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Like every little change is... Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to have to... matter what I do, this is like... Okay, this is getting closer now. This is like the teeniest, tiniest of burns. So I think what I'm going to have to do is do this and then do a correction. But we'll get this and this time remember to do the correction. I can tell I'm going to need to be on the other side of Jool, but I think I'll do that in terms of a correction. So I'm going to quick save. We're going to set... Yeah, from Eeloo to Jool that we have to wait 5 years, that is by no means, I think, surprising. That should surprise none of us. But what we're going to do is we're going to create an alarm. Give us 20 minutes warning, he says, arbitrarily. Oh, wait. Maneuver. 20 minutes warning. Oh, it already did that for us. Shoot, there's 2 of them up here now. Right? That's the... Okay. Is this... I think I got 2... Oh, they're over here. So let's delete this one. Yeah, okay. And you go away. There we go. That's the better burn time. That should be good. We're going to quick save again. And these guys are going to spend 5 years hanging around. What are... Oh, we're now at level 4. Level 4. These guys are probably going to be level 5 by the time this is all done. We're going to quick save. And how quick can we time warp around here? Well, this is going to be dizzying. Okay, I'm not going to do it this way. We're going to go out to here. We're just going to do this. Because that was going to get just way too dizzying. So we're waiting for the planets to align. But, you know, with both Eeloo and Jool being such slow-moving bodies that this would take 5 years, shouldn't be surprising at all. Thank goodness for the better burn. Oh, we got... Oh, I saw a signal there just for a moment. As Eeloo was dipping in, I guess, towards its periapsis, its closest approach to Kerbin. Or Kerbin came up here. Maybe that was it. Alright. Alright. Why is the maneuver changing? What maneuver? Don't tell me things are changing. I still see my encounter with Jool. That's all I care about. Alright. We are in our last year of time warping. This is only a 294 meter per second burn to get to Jool. This Jool is really going to help me on the... Jool doesn't help so much on the way out, but it certainly helps on the way back. That's for sure. All right, we got that. We got 20 minutes to our burn. We still have our Jool encounter here. Let's put on SAS and lock ourselves to the maneuver node. It is a 1 minute and 30 second burn. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble just burning this straight out. The Delta V was slowly creeping up on its own. You know, if I noticed every goofy, crackeny thing that was going on, I probably would be in a panic. So maybe it's best I don't notice these things, Michael. Okay, we are pointing at the maneuver node, so let's get ourselves closer. And hopefully we won't be pointing straight down at the planet when we start this burn. All right. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome there. I'm sorry, I'm going to... Legio X? Thanking me for the math videos. I have this... I know I mentioned it in a couple of streams. I do have a plan for those math videos. Because I know they're old. I know they're out of date. And if I were to say one thing that that I'm disappointed with a bit with those math videos, what kind of wacky maneuver is this where I'm pointing up? Okay, still getting me going there. Okay. That is so weird. Anyway, with the math videos, the one thing I don't like about them is, for a lot of people, they like them. If your high school math is strong and reasonably recent, I think people like those math videos. But if not, those math videos I think can be a little bit out of reach. And I want to make some math videos that start at a much lower baseline, make them more accessible. And I think once KSP2 comes out, whenever it comes out, we're now at early 2023 for the latest update. That's what I plan. I want to make a new math series in KSP2. I need to obviously get a look at it to see what to talk about. But something that starts with a much broader baseline, where you don't have to remember your high school math in order to follow along what's going on in the video. Especially the algebra part of it, I think, loses people. So that's my plan with the math videos. If people are wondering why haven't I made a math video in such a long time, that's why. Okay, we are almost there. 10 seconds to the burn. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I gotta say, this is the wackiest ejection I have ever seen. This is the only time I've ever done an ejection when we start like pointing up at 35 degrees. What kind of wackiness are you doing? But I'm trusting the stock maneuver editing tool rather than my own brain. That might not have been a smart thing to do, because it doesn't. This really doesn't really make sense to me. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm being asked how much do I enjoy math. It's like I'm a math teacher, or I was. I'm a retired math teacher. I do have a degree in mathematics and a degree in physics, so I kind of do like math. I can safely say that. Glenn is saying he's seen some impressive Kraken drives. I do enjoy videos that do the Kraken-y stuff. It's not for me. I'd rather play the game. The way in which it's kind of intended, with some nod to realism. Though I mean, it is fun watching people break the game to their advantage. Okay, we are coming towards the end of this, so well, I haven't even ejected out yet. Oh my gosh, slow down. You better not have messed me up, game. I'm going to be exceedingly angry. We haven't even ejected from Eeloo's SOI. It must be just bare. Oh, there. Oh. It's just barely getting out of Eeloo's SOI to get to where. Oh, and I'm seeing all that Jool goodness. I'm just gonna do the burn. Okay, you know what? Let's cut it. Yep. Well, it makes sense that because if you look at where we're intersecting Jool's orbit. Oh, I don't have a Jool encounter. I had a Jool encounter. Now I don't have a Jool encounter. Oh, what are you doing to me? Back off a bit with RCS. There was okay. We'll okay. Let's get back to where we are. Whatever reason, I don't have a Jool encounter. I saw it there momentarily. See if we can just really quickly get it back. That would be great. Oh, I don't have Jool set as a target. That might be part of the problem. Back on the maneuver. This should be just teeny tiny. I overcooked it. Overcooked it. I'm actually now watching this. Okay, let's put this onto the maneuver node. Spin this around. Because I'm looking at this now, see how this is getting me reasonably close to Dres. Here's Dres's orbit here. This is the kind of resulting orbit I want to see. So let's fix this up. And And as soon as I'm on this maneuver node icon, I'm going to start this burn. Clearly, it's a very tiny one. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. I want to... That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Okay. It's time to leave Eeloo behind. And we will be seeing Jool in 8 years. So, hi, Jool. Okay, so we'll create an alarm for the SOI change. That's in 50 days just by itself. Again, quick save before. Let's get back to here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to Eeloo, everybody. Bye, Eeloo. We had fun. At least one of us touched your icy surface. The rest of us were too busy keeping the craft from sliding away. Boy, look how far you got to be before you're outside of Eeloo's SOI. It's because the sun's gravity is so weak out here too. Just see it there. Eventually, this is going to stop for us. Yeah, I'm going to be fixing that Jool encounter. Yeah, this time I will remember to tweak that Jool encounter. That was pretty dumb. Okay, we're there. We're officially now orbiting the sun once again. So let's check this out. So we're coming along this way. We're going to be encountering Jool. I should really, let's just take a quick boo at what's happening at Jool. Nothing, we're not going through the app. Oh, this is great. This is great. We're way out here. We have no risk of interacting with any of these bodies. So that is awesome. But what I should do is see if we can not tweak this encounter to get our encounter with Dres as groovy as it can be. Now, there's two things I kind of want to accomplish with this encounter. One is to get our relative inclination with Dres as down as low as we can. Right now it's 6.1 degrees, which isn't terrible. But see if we can use Eeloo to help with that. So I don't know what is going to do what. That makes it worse. So we're just going to do stuff and see what makes it better. That's the technical thing of what I'm doing here. I'm sure this is what NASA does all the time, is just does stuff. And just, does that work? Does that make it a little better? Is that... Okay, so that isn't bad. And the other thing is, it would be... Am I on the right? No, I have... Okay, sorry. Wrong node. Set as a target. I should have had Dres set as a target a long time ago. Okay, let's undo that node. I had Jool set as a target, but I should have had Dres set as a target there. So I was looking at the wrong node here. So let's put this back to 0. Okay, so 11.3 degrees. I would like this ascending node to be contacting Jool's or Dres's orbit, and I'd love it to be as close to 0 as I can. That is my goal. So let's see what we can do. Trying this again. So does this make it better or worse? That makes it worse, so we're going to go the other way. That's the idea. So hopefully a little tiny change out here now will make a bigger change. Now there's only so much you're going to be able to do. What about a bit of radialness? I also want the orbit to be inwards a bit. I'm noticing I'm also getting too far away, which is not good. Other way. I'm using everything at my disposal. And I'm not sure I'm really getting... That's no, but now it's getting high again. That's worse. it's getting a pretty low. I don't think we might be able to get this at the descending node. No. Okay. Oh, that's getting worse again. 3.7 might be what I need to live with. That's going to have to be worse than that. Oh, we'll make it work. Okay, so where is Dres? Dres is the yellow one. So can I make it go inwards just a little bit? Yeah, I'm going to forget about... There, we're just doing that. There we go. So we got an ascending node. I know it's intersecting Dres's orbit at 8.6 degrees. We'll deal with that after. And again, let's take a look at Jool, make sure that's not... No, that's fine. So that's a tiny little adjustment. That's cool. That is cool. Okay. That is coming up in 4 years and 85 days. Maneuver. Give me some warning on it. Add that alarm. I gotta say, my time warping has not really messed me up too much, which I'm honestly not that used to. I'm used to the time warping really being... Okay, here we go. Coming in from Eeloo, way out, as far from the sun pretty much as you can get. Well, that's not true. And still be within an orbit, I guess, of one of the planets. A million... Am I at a million still? Not sure that's a million. Oh yeah, it is. We're just going really slow. Do you have a playlist for the math videos I'm being asked in the chat by NC Davis? The answer to the question is yes. Just go to my channel. It should be pretty obvious there. It's my Let's Do the Math series. Because at the time I started making it, The Martian just came out. Still, according to this, 6,834 meters per second left in this vehicle. I'm feeling okay. And that's usually the sign that things are about to go terribly, terribly wrong. I'm just getting myself a little bit closer. No reason to be right on it, because it wasn't that precise to begin with. So we're doing a little bit of a tweak, which is just, again, tweaking our Jool encounter, which will also tweak our Dres encounter. And then we got to do the same thing about trying to facilitate... Don't have a Dres encounter. All I'm encountering is its orbit. Yet to work out exactly encountering Dres. One thing at a time. All right. So this is just a 5-second burn. No biggie. Okay, let's do it right now. And honestly, that's as good as I'm going to hope for now. Then we're going to fly by Jool. And then see if we can finagle us a Dres encounter. That is the plan. So, again, alarm clock. Thank goodness the game added this alarm feature. Going to be crossing into Jool's SOI. Give me a couple of days of warning on it. So that is in 4 years. We'll watch it from out here. F5 once again. And we should be able to go to 1,000,000 times warp. So that's 25. Counting zeros. 1,000. 10,000. 100,000. 1,000,000. Yep. You'll get there. God, can you imagine doing this at 100,000 time warp? All right. Yeah, I do plan on getting back to those math videos again. I would love to update them. I mean, I think in the second video, I'm already doing calculus and deriving the rocket equation. Like, there's some it's a crazy learning curve in those videos. All right, here we go. Yes, stopping at the right time. Oh my gosh. You're restoring my faith in you, game. Let's set this as a target again. Wow. We actually should be... Where's Jool? Jool's between us and the sun pretty close. What's the view? Put it on orbit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You can see Jool from far away. Jool should be down there somewhere. Oh, maybe that little purpley, maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's change SOIs. Got a couple of days. Started early. We there yet? We there yet? Oh, according to this, we are already in Jool's SOI. Okay, let's just check. I'm happy with that orbit. Don't see a Dres encounter, but that's okay. And again, oh, it's well below, so it's below, south of the sun. Gotta be something down there. Which is Jool here? Looking for Jool. Oh, here it comes. There's Jool. We're not going to get too close to it. Staying outside of its whole moon system. But Jool's mighty gravity is going to give us a little bit of a tug. I can see something whipping around there. And hopefully in a future stream we'll be back. That's all we needed from you, Jool. Thank you. Thank you, Jool. Okay, just back out. All right, now, can we get ourselves a Dres encounter? So, I am crossing Dres's orbit here. We'll see how this goes. So, I'm just going to put a maneuver here. I do not see any close encounter indicators, which does not fill me. Okay, so I'm going to pop ahead in orbit and see if we can get... I don't see anything. Okay, that's not helping. So, why am I not getting any encounter indicators? That is a question. Might be just the inclination is. Just gonna fiddle around. I'm not. Oh, there we go. So I think it was just. Let's put this on retrograde. Get rid of this maneuver. I just didn't like not seeing the close encounter indicators, but I think I'm just out a little bit too far here. So I'm just gonna put this on retrograde and come in just a little bit till I see those encounter indicators, and then just see how many times we got to go around to get a Dres encounter. Might want to fix this inclination up. That's a decision I'll make. Maybe. We'll have to decide on that. So let's see here. So I should start to see some kind of... Oh, there we go. That's all. I just wanted to see those. So we're obviously missing by quite a bit, but that's to be expected. Is it worth my time to correct this inclination? Because I think that will make getting an encounter a little easier. It all comes down to how much... I think I have so much fuel. I really do think I have a ton of fuel. No, this is too much. No, we're not going to do this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pop ahead orbits. This is the same trick I used with Eeloo. We're popping ahead orbits until I sort of see a close encounter in around where this AN is. And this might be some orbits in the future. Like that. That's it. Now this is 45 years in the future. That's the way it is. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put a maneuver down near where it is. And with this maneuver, I'm going to give it a little bit, I don't know which way. That way, little retrograde, little, come on now. Oh, come on. Look how close you are. Sure, I can make that work. You want it. Can't believe it can be that close and not actually see something. Where's the actual number? 339,000. There it is. There it is. Just had to use the mouse wheel. Let's focus our view here. So this is our Dres encounter. This time I will pretend, I will try not to remember to make a correction. Let's get back to our maneuver. Dres, this one. Try and get this as close as I can. Turn the scale like way down. Oh my gosh, that is one click on the lowest scale. One move over here with the mouse wheel. Just barely. I'm never going to burn it that precise anyway, so I don't know why I'm fiddling. But there we go. That's a Dres encounter. That is a Dres encounter in 43 years. So we're going to be going around a few times. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming down. We're going to be doing this tiny little 4.1 meter per second burn here. Then we're going to have to do like, I don't know, 6 or 7 orbits. Something like that. And then we'll be getting to Dres. But I still got 6,800 meters per second of delta V left. That should be enough to easily get a capture on Dres. Should be enough to then get a landing. I can refill my lander right back up again. I got all that extra oxidizer. Should be able to do the landing. Then I should be able to have enough to easily get back to Kerbin. But looking at the time of the stream, that's all going to have to be for next week. So I'm going to be drawing this one to a close. Join us next week for the third and what should hopefully be the last of this mission to knock off the Eeloo and Dres off my list. Get my flag number 9 down. That will just leave for a future set of streams the Jool system and Eve. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thank everybody that's watching this at a later time. Of course, a very special thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Honestly, if I didn't have the support of having a community, including many of the people that are in the chat, including people that are in the Discord and the YouTube comments, I definitely wouldn't continue to do this. But interacting with all of you is really what makes it worthwhile. So thank you, everybody. Have yourself a fabulous week, and we'll see you all again next Thursday. Bye.